Okay, lunchtime. Let's see if I can play the mini game and get my bingo chips. Okay. Is that it? Oh no, I got one more. Okay, I didn't win anything. Let's see if we can get these bingo chips without being kicked out. Got the bingo chips. Okay. So, as you can see here and here, it's updating. I had to update. And so I think they're the same game, the Bingo Bash Live bingo games and the Bingo Bash HD games. So I'm hoping as soon as this gets finished updating that I will be able to play without being kicked out. So I went on ahead and updated the app, and I went back in to see if I could go ahead and maybe play a game or whatever without getting kicked out, and that didn't work. So I keep getting kicked out. Normally, it'll kick me out multiple times, and then eventually it'll let me in, and I'll be able to go in and, play a game or two. I have to look into and figure out why I keep getting kicked out. But I kind of wanted to talk. I was talking about that. I mentioned, was it earlier this week, about a program that I started. It's an exercise program where you exercise at home and you exercise through walking. And I've been doing really, really good. But today I'm just really I'm not done with the whole thing because I think I'm feeling results. It's just that I don't feel like exercising. So this week I doubled the exercising up. Whereas last week I was doing 11 minutes. And I think this new, and then I picked a different set of exercises. They're kind of similar, but you're still walking. Kind of similar to last week's, but, a little bit different. And it focuses on all of the body part, your arms, your chest, your legs. I guess I'm trying to think if there was something that concentrates on the abs. I don't think I've gotten that far yet. But and it's nothing strenuous. It definitely makes me feel like I'm not out of breath or anything. I'm not sweating. I guess I need to get to that point, right? But I definitely, it's a good point to start out as, because to be honest, I think it's been 2 years since I really, really been active, and I normally would exercise at home. There was I guess she's like a trainer, or you know, that I was purchasing, monthly, and I think it was 2 days out of the week, and I would actually exercise with her. Not just me, it was other people too. So, but then, life started lifing, and a lot started happening, and I just couldn't bring myself to finish exercising. So that's where I kind of stopped. And then with me working from home, I'm not moving around as much. When you work out of the home, you get up, you get washed up, you get dressed, you get out of the house. You may walk to the bus stop, you walk to your car, whatever. You're out of the house. And then when you're at work, who knows? You may walk up and down the stairs multiple times. You get up out of your desk, and you go to the bathroom, you get up out of your desk and go here and you go there, and you may have to walk to a different department. And so when the last job I had, there was times where I had to bring paperwork to we were like on the main floor, had to bring paperwork on the second floor. So I would walk up the stairs instead of taking the elevator, just to give myself some exercise. And I think that really benefited me. Now when I look at pictures from around that time, I'm like, wow. And I just saw a video. It was an old church video. I just happened to look at my church's YouTube, and this was 5 years ago. And I looked at I happened to see myself in the congregation, and I was like, oh my God, look at that. That's when I was a little bit more active than I am now. I understand that I'm older, and I've gotten older, but if I had stayed active, I just haven't been liking the way my clothes have been fitting. So, that's how you know. And then when I go to the doctor to do the routine checkup, that's the first thing they have me do is go in that room and get on that scale. And then I peek down at it and I'll be like, ugh, Lord have mercy. I remember one time I lost quite a bit, and I was so excited. So I have to get to that point again. But anyway, I just really, really am. I don't feel like doing it, but I think I'm going to do it now that I'm sitting up here and running my mouth about how noticing, how I looked in the past and how my clothes were fitting. And now I can't even, those items that I was wearing, especially that top I had on in that video I said I saw myself in, I couldn't even get in. I wouldn't even be able to get in that top now. So this brings me to a thought I had about my son, my youngest son. I know at some time, I think when he was like about 14, he was, heavier than what he is now. Yes. And so I think he made up in his mind, I'm going to exercise and I'm not going to eat certain things like I used to. And he's stuck with it ever since then. And he's 32 now. So that's maybe about 15 plus years now. Yeah, and life has lifed for him. He's got 2 kids, he's married, he's got 2 kids now. And I remember asking him, what makes you stay the course? And he said, seeing the results. And so I think that's all I have to do is see the results. I think I feel the results the way my pants are fitting, but I need to, like up here, I need to see the results up here. But anyway, I'm going to hop off. I'm going to do my little 10, 18-minute workout, and I may do 2 of them because I've been doubling up. Let me just at least do 1, and then after that 1, I may just, that's what I did yesterday. So I'm only going to do 1, and I wound up doing 2. So see you later. I'll fill you in on what I did. Okay, so I'm back here trying to see if I can get my bingo chips for the day. Okay, we're going to play as a guest, as we normally do. I think the system doesn't like for me to play as a guest, but I can't even, when I try to log into Facebook through the iPad, I cannot do it. So it's just a big... And as you see, they're always trying to get you to purchase something. Okay, so then we have to... Okay. Hit that. So we got the mini games down here. So what I did... Oh, duh. It's kind of weird with me holding this over here so that you can see it and trying to... Okay, well, at least I got my bingo chips. Let's see if it's going to pop back to the main screen. Oh, all right now. I would. Let's see if we can play a game. I think I tried this yesterday. Let's try the new game. Chippy's Chip Down. So we're gonna play bingo and see how this goes. Okay, so as you can see here, you can play 1 card, 2 cards, 3 cards. Oh, Lord. Let's see. Hi, family. It's Sunday morning, about 9:20 something, and I'm on my way to church. And so, yeah. So I'll see you in a few. Hey, so just leaving church, and I need to make a couple of stops before I go home. I need to fax a document, and then I need to pick up some food for Christmas dinner. And yeah, so I wish I, like I said, I get caught up in the service, and so what I'm gonna do is maybe I can take some clips from, because it's a live stream, and you can always, if you miss the actual live service, you can always watch the replay. So I might include some clips of the replay. And so again, I said I was going to I forgot to put the link to the church's YouTube. That way you can but I really need to do that with this one here. So it was, oh Lord, I'm glad I looked. That person did not have to do that. But anyway, no accident occurred, so I'm not going to complain. So the service was really nice. It was different. It mentioned that in the beginning, that it was, they were trying to incorporate all kinds of different things into the they call it Marriage Story, and so it was good. I'm very grateful for that church, my church, and saying that church. It has, been pretty good for me and my family. So I started going to the church in 2009, I think it was. My son's, I forgot what they call that. But anyway, it was given at the church, and the Pastor Landers, spoke. And, my sister was asking me, how did you like it? And I said, yeah, I liked it. She said, I liked his delivery. And I think she had already been watching him. The services were showing on TV. I can't remember what channel it was. I think at that time we didn't have cable. But anyway, so we were looking for a church home because we were going to one that was like about 30 minutes away, and it was, matter of fact, in the area where my sister was living. But then when her and I began to live together, she moved out of that. Matter of fact, I stayed in that county with her for a week, 2 weeks, and then we moved to where we are now. And so we were looking for a church home. So because we all used to go to my sister's old church, and but then it was, at that time my grandmother was alive, my parents were alive, my sister was alive, and so we all hopped into my parents' van, and would all go and then come home. And I think that's how we started eating dinner with my parents. Did we used to? Because there were some Sundays where I think they would drop us off. We would, change our clothes and then come over to the house. And then sometimes we would go straight to my parents' house. But anyway, how did I get stuck on that? I was talking about the church. So we were looking for a church home. And so once we went to that, I can't think of the name of that particular service that a lot of high schools have. I can't think of it. Anyway, the graduating class has. Anyway, so we decided to go, and we started to go, and me and my sister were, I say, professional visitors for a long time. Then it got to the place where we were like feeling comfortable, loving the church, and enjoying the message that Pastor gave every Sunday. And did they have that then? They didn't have that then. I was going to say, eventually, while we were going, or was that after? I think after we joined, the church started having corporate prayer, and that was on, I want to say, was it always on a Tuesday? It may have always been on a Tuesday, but anyway, they started having corporate prayer, and which was on, it was like a Zoom number you could call into, and either pastor would pray or one of the deacons would pray, and for 5, 10, 15 minutes, and then you go on about your day. I know what it was. We were actually going to the church to do that. And I think a lot of people, and it was in the morning before, somehow we would squeeze it in before work. We'd go, me and my sister went separately. At first I was thinking, why don't we go separately? But I'm like, she had to go somewhere to go to work. I had to go to my job, and it was two different areas. And so, and my sister did not, she would beat me there, and then she would get in that car and be gone. I called her car the Silver Bullet because she drove fast. Like a lot of people that knew my sister was like, when I would tell them that she drives kind of fast, they would be like, not Karen. I'm like, yes, I used to call that car the Silver Bullet because she would go. And I couldn't understand how one time, well, in a way I could kind of understand, because that particular night when she was driving, it was in the evening, so there's not that much traffic. But there's here in Georgia, there's always somebody on the road. You can come out 11, 12 o'clock, midnight, and be like, where are these people coming from? They may be coming from a concert, some type of function, and just be on the road or coming from work. Then you got a lot of truck drivers that go through here. My son is a truck driver, and he said that a lot of the truck drivers hate driving through Georgia because it's always some traffic. But anyway, this particular she was going to school, and then she would she worked in Buckhead, and then her classes were in DeKalb County, and then she's here. Then she would come here, and I don't know how it would take her. To me, it just seemed like it would take her 15 minutes to a half hour to come from Buckhead sometimes. And those of you who know Buckhead, it can be challenging, because there would be times where she would call me like, I'm sitting in the parking lot, I'm just waiting for this traffic to die down. And where she worked was in I forgot the name of that mall. She was is it Lenox Mall? She was near Lenox Mall, and there's a shopping area. I don't know if that was part of Lenox. I'm not too familiar with that area, but only because of her that I knew about it. I remember one time, I guess I got off work, or wasn't working or whatever, and I kind of met her at her job, and I don't think I was working. I don't think either one of us. She was just kind of showing me where she worked and the stores in that area. And so, and that Target, I'm guessing it's still open, had 2 floors, and I was tripping off of that. And that's probably in a metro area. That's probably nothing like New York. If they have, like in Manhattan or whatever, if they have a Target down there, I'm not sure, because I haven't been home in so long. They probably got 2 floors, or do they have a Walmart? I think they had, last I heard, they had a Walmart in the Bronx. I'm not really sure. But anyway, so yeah, we've always, since 2009, we've always gone. And then, my sister, we joined in 2011. And then my sister passed in 2013. And the church gave, we had at one of the locations, we had her funeral there. So, and I continued to go. And I don't even know why I questioned after she passed, should I keep going? I don't even know why. But there's an accident. Anyway, yeah, I don't know why I questioned myself, but I kept going, and I'm glad that I did. I became active. I joined one of the ministries, and I can't think of the name of the ministry, but what we would do is consult with with the new members who wanted to join they wanted to join a ministry, and so our consultation would kind of like help them decide which ministry they wanted to join. So that was very it was rewarding, because you would meet so many people and hear their stories. And a lot of people were coming from other churches, other states. They might have moved here from another state, and they may have been very active in a congregation. Some of them had, were choir members in another church. Some of them were may have been ministers, elders, or whatever in a church. I'm gonna flip this around so you can see. I think, can I flip this around? Let's hold on. Okay. So yeah, it was really rewarding, meeting different people and doing different things. And so then shortly after that, the church went into a reorganization, I guess you can say. And we moved to several different locations, and so we're at the place we are now. So look back on it, and yeah, been through a lot. So yeah, I'm gonna join back up with you guys in a few.
Please say a command after the beep. Available commands are...
Sorry, I hit the wrong button while I was driving. Hey, family. So I'm back home. And while I was out, customer was interested in this item that I have on Poshmark. And it's a jumpsuit, as you can see. Ooh. So what they're inquiring about are the measurements. So I'm going to take some pictures of the measurements and post them to my closet. So here's a measurement from the waist to the hem of the pant leg. That's like about 37.5 inches. The waist is an elastic waist, but I can't remember. I put the measurements down for the person that was asking. And there you go. So I'm just going to sit and see if they still want the item. And if not, then, the measurements are there for someone else who may be interested. Okay, let's see. Come on. Go. Hey, family. So, coming from the post office, I had to pick up some mail. And, so I'm headed back home. I'm trying to make sure I don't have somewhere to go, because I hate when I get home and I realize, you know what, while you were out, you could have picked up this, you could have did that, and I can't think of it. So today was okay. I got faced with a couple of dilemmas at work, and so and then just try to look over some work and anyway, make sure that I refresh my memory about certain things. And so yeah, so that was an extra long traffic light. So I see I'm getting ready to set another light. Good morning. It's Monday, December 18th, and I'm logged in. I'm working. Just listen to a little music. See you later. So, hey, family, I want to apologize because it seemed like I just cut you guys off. I don't say I'll be back or whatever. I just turn it off. So, I'm home. I made part of my dinner during the day today while I was working. So I think right around lunchtime, I started baking my chicken wings. I prepared them, put them in the oven, and so when I came home, I had some leftover corn. I warmed it up, and I had corn and baked chicken. So I had a Posh Alive silent live show tonight, and so on my Poshmark, and I had a sale, another sale. So I had a pair of boots that I bought. I think it was last year, or have I had them for a year? They were these 9 West boots, thigh-high boots, and they were kind of they called them lugs, and they were cognac color, really nice boots, but for whatever, they didn't agree with my left foot. Whenever I find a pair of shoes that I like, and I would like to buy them, and I'm physically with the shoes, I'll try on the left foot first, because my left foot is a little bit bigger than my right. And of course, I ordered these online, And I tried them on the left foot, and they were just like, oh. I said, well, let me give, my feet a chance to do whatever it's doing. And so they just never fit. So I just went on ahead and put them on Poshmark. And I paid a good penny for them, like about 70 some odd dollars for them or whatever. And I had them on Poshmark for about between $70 and $80. But during this live show, the auction, you can, most people will discount the items, that they sell on the live show. And so this particular item, I marked it down quite a bit, down to $40. And they got those boots. And so I was surprised because, like I said, the silent shows are like a slideshow, and it's a slideshow of the items that you have. So it was like this show was called Boots, Shoes and Boots. And it was nothing but shoes and boots. And so, I had like about 24, 25 pair of shoes and boots on there. Men's shoes and boots, women's shoes and boots, and that was it. And so when I got to there, I saw that somebody said so-and-so has the highest bid, and I was like, wow, okay. And so when it count down, I had it counted down to like 36 seconds. So when it got down to 0, that person, nobody else bid on them, so that person won the bid. And so I went on ahead and so I'm back to the post office tomorrow to mail those off so that the person will get their items. And they really got a bargain because, like I said, those boots, and they're in good shape. I only tried them on. I didn't put them on and go out. I was in the house and I didn't even walk around with them. And so they're new. They've got a good buy. So I'm glad that and grateful for the sale, and I'm glad that someone else can enjoy them. Because I just, for whatever, I guess I'm getting older now, I can't try stuff like that on. But anyway, so I did that, and that was my evening. So I just wanted to share that with you because I felt like I was just so abrupt. The last couple of times when I came on, I would be talking and then I would just like turn it off and I wouldn't come back. And when I came back, I was in a completely different space. So anyway, it's Vlogmas 19. No, today's the 18th. No. Yeah, the 18th, because yesterday was the 17th. I'm going to log off here, and I will see you later. Bye-bye. Good morning. Good morning. It's Tuesday, December 19th. Vlogmas.